time for Christmas in July. Now, this is a little exciting, a little bit of gift giving, a little bit of unknown nature to this.
A little bit of festivities, yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas in name only, obviously. This podcast is not affiliated with any religion officially.
No.
But no, we
Not
just wanted
officially.
to give a little gift. So,
so who's going first, Tyler?
I feel like we should send them at the same time.
Tell me when to send it.
All right. On go. I got my finger over the purchase button.
So do I.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, there it is. Accept gift.
That was pretty good timing.
Yeah. Tome. Hell yeah, dude. We talked about this on the podcast. I was actually really interested in playing this.
We talked about this on the podcast for sure.
And we've talked about my purchase as well.
Ronin, you've brought this up only recently.
I've brought it up passingly a couple different times, but it's a Devolver Digital game that you should play.
Ronin. I am definitely going to play this because part of this segment is that we're both going to play the game.
It's
and we're
required
talk
by
about
law.
them.
Yeah, you can't.
Required by law. We're playing these games and we're hashing them out in next episode's discussion.
Yeah, but I'm excited, man. This game I did have a big interest in. I love the art and the visual style of it. I can't wait to launch this on the deck.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for Ronin. I'm looking forward to this. You've been talking about this, so I'm looking forward to playing this.
It's going to hit you in the same spot as your Inscription, your...
Really?
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, it's not quite as... it's a little more straightforward than Inscription, which is the entire game is Subversion. But in terms of just fun, interactive gameplay, your Loop Hero, there's definitely going to be elements that you feel from Loop Hero. But it's a very unique... turn-based combat stealth game.
I'm looking forward to it, bro. If you recommend it highly and it's the game you picked, it's got to be great.
I think to this day it's got like the second or third most playtime of any game for me on Steam.
No shit. But to me, it's weird because you've only brought it up on the most recent of episodes.
It's because I played it very heavy for like a little while, many years ago. It's not a new game. Like this is
plays
a game.
Plays good on the deck.
Haven't played it on the deck, to be honest, but I know that it will. Like I actually do want to. I have it installed, but I don't think I've played it. But yes, I foresee it translating very well to the deck. That was something I had in mind when purchasing, as I'm sure you did.
Yes. I think that Tome is going to be fantastic on the deck because you get to use that gyro element to the camera. I mean, the main thing in this game is you walk around and the graphics on this are beautiful. I mean, this is an art style that I'm absolutely in love with. And I think you're going to feel that. Everything's got a lot of 3D depth to it, even though at a glance it almost looks like it's made of paper. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of fleshed out 3D things in this game. And also just the aspect of whipping out a camera. This game suddenly going first person. You walk into a big ass building and then you aim the camera at the ceiling. You're seeing shit you would have never saw from the angle you had before, just overworld playing. So the camera brings so much life to this game because you suddenly see how everything is 3D modeled around you. Mm-hmm. Everything isn't so aerial and so just basic, There's a shit ton of depth to how everything looks. The camera's pretty sophisticated. They've only continued to add filters and things like that to the camera. So now you get to play through the game with all kind of features I didn't even have when I originally played through it.
Can't wait.
And the main reason this game was the one I picked is because it doesn't take a lot of time commitment. It's laid back. I
can play it watching TV.
You could play it it's so laid back, dude. It's perfectly paced. Mm-hmm. It's got that collector, just enough of that collector element to it.
What's the actual objective? Like, what are you trying to do?
I believe the objective is you want to catch a phenomena on camera called Tome.
Oh.
So you're trying to get
to the
basically
bottom
up,
of how to make that happen.
get to like up a mountain to get this event on camera that's known as Tome, but you don't know what Tome is. You don't know what the event is. You don't know what. But the way they integrate the picture taken into like the quests and the missions and shit like that, it's just done so seamlessly. You can destroy this game in 2 sit downs, and that's what I was looking for. Something you could get a lot out of with not having to sit down with it forever.
Ronin, you can play through the whole story in probably a few play sessions. Definitely. I think there's 5 big levels, but there's varying difficulties. Of course, there's achievements for doing the game a certain way, which that is a big appeal to you, I know. I think if you start like play through the game once and then start peeking into the Steam achievements, and you'll get an idea of how to get the most out of the game. And I feel like that's always fun when you can play that way.
Yeah, a lot of people like to dive in with the difficulty on, but whenever I approach a new game, I like to do a standard run on whatever the normal is. And if I'm into it and want to play through it, I like to raise the difficulty and stay good at the game.
Yep. It's great, man. It's like you're basically a Ronin, right? Like a ninja, and you have your line of sight is you can kind of like go that far, and you kind of stick to roofs and walls to some degree, but you're trying to like stealthily make your way through buildings, and you're like killing people along the way, but you can combat with them, and like, you know, it's like turn-based once they detect you, so they shoot at you.
This is like some best Flash game ever type shit.
Absolutely.
You're talking about it, and I'm looking at the screenshot cycle through, and that's what's coming to mind.
That is a very good way of looking at it. Yeah, it's like
a
the
lit
best Flash game
that we
of
go
all time.
back to and back to and back to and back to. Well, shit, man, that was pretty good.
I'm excited.
I would ask you what your reasoning is for the purchase, but I mean, you kind of laid it out. Devolver Digital, always publishing quality. We've seen that. I mean, especially as of recently with shit like Loop Hero.
Mm-hmm. This is in that same pipeline, man. It's in that same sort of energy for sure.
It's funny how the games they publish all seem to have a similar charm, or they have a universal goodness to them.
Definitely. I mean, I feel like they work closely with their devs and kind of like, you know, it's sort of like, you know, I think that that's by design, right?
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to playing Ronin, talking about it next time. I know you're going to enjoy Tome.
Yeah, man. That's going to get played very soon.
It's one of those games where you're not going to get attacked by anything. You can't take damage. But I think that we've both come to realize that great games exist that have those characteristics.
Definitely.